a venue that's been sold out since it opened back in 2002. There's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Kansas City Chiefs and the New England Patriots. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This taken in at the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Throwing, Jones. Over the middle, complete. It's Henry. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 3rd and 4 now. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And this will be taken at the 13. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's second down.
I like the thought process. I like the design, but I think he may have waited a little too long to spot his man, because if you're going to run that drag route, you've got to put it on him and let him turn upfield. Instead, he waits until his receiver's too close to the sideline, and they don't get the yards after the catch.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because
That's caught inside the 20.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
A first down carry for Matthews. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chiefs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Picking up where they left off before the open week that they had last week, because they won going into that, and no signs of being stale.
No, and that's really big for them because there's a trust factor that goes into this, because what often happens, if you win the game before your open week, you usually get more time off. But if you win the game before the open week, get more time off, and don't play well the next time out, that goes away. So they're making a statement that they like that time off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have to
trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Nick Bolton.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Pop a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
Extra point by Butker is on target,
and it's now 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Taking it about the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They run again with Harris. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Now Jones. Airing it out deep for Smith. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant
That thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Underwood. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Open man downfield is Hardman. He's got it. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Mahomes now to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Juwan Bentley. And the Pats are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
They'll start the drive with Harris. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First catch there for OBJ, and that good for a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The Patriots had a woeful 2-9 on the year. And they come in just an absolute free fall. Losers now, Charles, of 7 in a row.
And I think this is where, in a locker room, a lot of the team looks to their best players and even silently asks for them to guide them out of this. You know, we've got to be better than what we've shown. We need you to lead us.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Jones into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill, and the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
Now a throw here, hold in. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. On the return is Jones. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. They overloaded that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flipped field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Meanwhile, Jones' throw into the hands of Henry here. So nothing doing there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. This is Smith with a grab. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 18. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Damian Harris hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots have got it back to within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the 1st half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Now a give, right side, Matthews. Oh, look at the juke. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They stay on the ground with Matthews again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the 1st down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But
this is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Beckham will go in motion right. Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. And this complete to Henry over the middle. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. Back to throw. Jones. Touchdown, Patriots. Kendrick Bourne as the first half is winding down. And the Patriots are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Looking to throw is Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I have a few questions about that throw because to me there just wasn't a lot there. I thought he tried to do a little bit too much, almost tried to will a receiver open when there was no chance he was going to be. Nice job by the linebacker being all over that one and knocking it away.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Take it in at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Matthews. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. On the move past the 40. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Matthews up the middle. And he is going to lose yardage here. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now back to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Marcus Jones. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And they're going to get him down well short at first as he can only get this to about the 19. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Off the play fake. Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Marcus Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. under pressure. They got him again. Christian Barmore. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Here's Jones on the return. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And the Patriots take over. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Now a hit and a loose football. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us a ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punch coming in, I don't have a return punch, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are, about whether you should fair catch it or not. But sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. He gets it complete to Harris. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Damian Harris with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Patriots are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will shrink to 6. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's at the 40. Past the 20. He will score. Touchdown, Chiefs. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Now, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. play fake here on first down. Looking here for Smith downfield.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw again, Jones. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And now here is another interception.
Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Out of the pistol, it's Matthews. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
They run middle with Matthews. And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots' 29.
52 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes.
Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Now, a quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll go back to the ground with Matthews. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
He'll look to throw. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Chiefs are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry, and they're able to get this one across the 35. Jones on first down. He completes it to Beckham. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Line of scrimmage moves from one 37-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Back to throw again.
He's got his man, Thornton.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 19. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Open man, the tight end Henry.
And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Harris
looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line.
Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
2nd down and goal. Jones. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up.
Touchdown! Kendrick Bourne. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Patriots have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Following the penalty, here's Matthews. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. As they've done all day, they run with Matthews. Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Here's Jones. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Now Jones. Slant route, and he finds Thornton. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage, as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And his throw is incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, but it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Needing a few yards. Here's Matthews. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. It's a pickup of 2, and that's good enough to just about write a finish to this one.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Chiefs, the win gets them back to 500 at 6-6 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Minnesota Vikings.